Alright guys, welcome back to another Dragonheir video. In this video, I'll talk about something that is special about this game, and it's a little bit controversial. That is the reset in this game. Alright, so we are almost hitting the 60 days mark ever since this game's release, right? So we are in like middle of the season, almost more than halfway through the season, because one season is 90 days, so we have like 35 days left, something like that. And for all the open world content, as a mini whale, I'm pretty much done, to be honest. Like, I finished this Pillar of Trial, all of these, and as for Fey Mender, I can pretty much finish this easily. Yeah, as for these like type of world bosses, I wasn't able to beat all of these. There are 6 of those, and I was able to manage the maximum damage for 3 of those. And I didn't really care that much about it, because getting that legendary champion is not that hard, right? You don't need 6 teams, to be honest. So yeah, we got like 35 days left until everything got wiped. Not everything, but we're gonna talk about it in this video, right? The reason that I decided to make this video is when I made a video called 30 Days Review of Dragonheir Silent Gods. Well, when I post that video, it's actually 40 days into the game. But there was a couple comments I saw where people are saying, "Thanks for making this video. I didn't know everything is gonna get wiped. Thanks for the video, and I'm gonna quit the game and I'm gonna uninstall the game now." So that is a little bit unfortunate, because I do believe there are quite a lot of people that is driven away because of this seasonal system in gacha game, that a lot of things is gonna get reset, right? So seasonal reset, all the heroes, all the skills inspiration level will be reserved. Okay, so your hero will be reset to level 1 of each season. So I actually don't really mind for all my heroes to go back to level 1 again, right? I will just bring them back to level 100. For this part, I think one thing it can be better is I really hope they can refund the skill, like the skill scrolls. You know what I mean? Because this is the first season I played this game. I made a lot of mistakes. I put books into the champions that I didn't want to use later in the game, right? I really hope they can just refund me all the books and let me decide what hero I'm going to build again. It seems like it's not the case. Like, if your champion has leveled up their skills, it's gonna stay there. You're not getting your books back, or scrolls, whatever, right? But overall, I'm not really like hating on this, resetting all the heroes to level 1. But I do know a lot of people, including some of my comment section, I saw people are really against this, saying that this is not going to work in a gacha game. We'll see what it feels like, right? I don't want to have a very strong opinion, either pro this change or against this. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll definitely make a video talking about my feeling when season 2 arrives. And for the artifact, everything is reversed. Artifact will reset to level 1. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Again, I really hope they can just refund all the currencies I used for purchasing the artifacts, right? Same as the legendary book. Because as a mini whale, I sometimes get duplicate legendaries, and I made a mistake. I purchased an artifact that I think it's not good enough, right? That happens. I think even as a low spender or free to play, sometimes you just made a wrong decision of purchasing that artifact, and I really hope they can just give us back the currency instead of resetting the artifact we already have to level 1. That's how I feel. And then this essence of creation. So how this works is this currency is, you can get this currency from summoning duplicate champion or playing the game. I do believe you can get a lot of these by simply playing the game. I get like at least 10,000 of this every week for just playing the game, right? And you can use this to level up artifact, and you get them from summoning. The problem is, when season resets, 70% of this essence you get from summoning champion will stay, but only 10% of what you get from playing the game will stay. First of all, I think there shouldn't be that much of difference, right? Why is there such a big difference, right? Only 10% of what you get from playing the game will remain through next season. I really hope they maybe increase this to 50%. I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm gonna say something that's controversial here. I think what they should do is make 100% of this essence from you gain from summoning champion stays through the season. Like you just get all of it because you spend money to get it. Why does it vanishes, right? And maybe 50% of this from playing the game stays. Anyways, I just don't like this 70% and 10% structure. I don't like that, honestly, right? And then we have this Echo of Clystra. This is just a seasonal shop thing. I don't have a single of this currency, so I don't know about this. And this thing, Pure Sand Core, also this is like seasonal thing. I don't know what this is yet. And for all the paid items, it will stay, of course. If the paid item doesn't stay, everybody's gonna quit the game, right? And this thing is gonna stay. And Psyche Core, ability points obtained in last season can reassign as the new season starts. So yeah, this honestly doesn't really matter. This is like, this is this thing here. I believe this is, sorry, not this thing. It's this thing here. So I think it really doesn't matter. And as for Elemental Affinity, I think they're gonna get a full reset. You're gonna farm this again. But honestly, I think this is not that hard to farm. Maybe I can max this out next week, right? You get a lot of this once you reach your end game, right? So yeah, I'm fine with those like kind of resets. Yeah, Elemental Affinity completely clears. World Exploration completely clear. Then this is another thing that I am a little bit concerned. The World Exploration is completely reset. This kind of reminds me of Diablo 4 if you guys ever played it, because Diablo 4 when the seasonal reset, when the first season came, the developers requires player to play through all of that again. You have to do all the quests all over again. That is very, very annoying, right? And when the Diablo 4 season 2 came, it's not required anymore. So for Diablo 4, the developers only have players to do it twice. So when in Dragonheir, like I am okay with this completely this world exploration being completely cleared for once we get to season 2. But if we go into further season, like season 3, 4, 5, if we have to do the same thing all over again every 3 months and everything is time gated, I will probably just quit the game. Like seriously, this is not something you hate to do, but you can finish in one day, right? I think in this game, world exploration is time gated to be like 20 to 30 days. You can maybe spend 20 minutes every day to do it, and that's it. You cannot progress further until the next day. And if this is the structure for like 5 seasons, you're gonna do the same thing all over again every 3 months. This is gonna be a massive disaster. Alright, this is much worse than resetting champion, in my opinion. Alright, because I'm gonna ask you guys, do you think world exploration is fun? To be honest, I think it's okay. It's not boring. Consider it's the first time I'm doing it. But when it comes to my 4th time, 5th time doing it, it's gonna be a torture, okay? So they have to do something about it. The first thing is just remove the time-gated content. Like if people want to finish this in 1 day or 2 days, let them do it. Especially it's not season 1 anymore, right? If it's season 2, people want to finish it in 1 day, let them do it, right? It's a mobile game, mobile gacha game. Nobody cares about lore, to be honest. Maybe like 0.1% players actually doesn't skip the dialogue, but I can assure you, everybody I know who plays this game skips all the dialogue. They have no idea what's going on in this game in terms of lore or story. So yeah, this needs to change, right? This needs to change. Okay, so what's next? Okay, so the champion stays, but one thing that's gonna disappear, that is gonna piss off a lot of players, that is gear. Gear is gonna get a full reset. Alright, so this is probably the most controversial part of a seasonal reset in a gacha game. The gear disappears. The champion doesn't disappear because you paid for it, but the gear disappears. I think that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because you can still buy stamina in this game. So in some level, you still pay for those gear. You pay the crystals to buy stamina, and you use stamina to farm gear. So in some level, you still buy for these gears. To give you guys my honest opinion, I am totally against resetting every single piece of gear. I think there are definitely better ways of handling this, but like all the god tier gears you guys have farmed, it's gonna get wiped when a new season comes. That is the thing. That is the single thing that pissed off most of people, including my viewers. Like most viewers, when they put up those negative comments, they didn't quit because the champion is gonna go to level 1. They quit because they are low spender, free to play. They got one piece of legendary or god tier level of gear, and it's gonna get reset, right? It's probably not gonna be that hard as a whale if they buy multiple times of energy every day. But as a free to play, if they don't buy any energy every day, they just use what they have to farm the gear, and they get a god tier gear piece, and it's gonna get reset every 3 months. It really feels bad. It really feels bad, and I am totally against resetting every single piece of gear. Yeah, I have a very strong character here. Very strong gear, but unfortunately it's gonna get reset. Alright, it's gonna get a reset. There's nothing we can do about it, at least for season 2. Maybe if we, as content creator, putting out feedback to the developers, they will change their mind when it comes to season 2 resetting, right? As far as like going into season 2, there's nothing we can do. It's gonna get reset. Alright. In my opinion, what they should do, I think, is maybe just reverting all these to level 1 instead of this plus 20, right? Don't just take away everything. That's one way of approaching it. Maybe the other way is maybe when every season resets, let player choose 10 pieces of gear they want to keep. How about that? Developers, listen to me, right? Let player keep 10 pieces of gear they want to keep going into a new season instead of resetting everything. Because farming gear is sometimes not a thing that everybody wants to do it over and over again, especially getting a reset. Farming a god tier gear and getting a reset. That just takes away the motivation. So overall, I am not against wiping out most of our progress in the game every 3 months. But the only thing I am highly against is wiping the gear. That's the only thing I am totally against. The rest of these, I'm okay with that. Like all of these, if they want us to farm it again, it's not a big deal. Especially there will be like new stuff, like new affinity change and stuff coming into the new season. So I think overall it could be very interesting, but it's just the resetting gear stuff. I am super against it, right? So overall, in conclusion, I think if you think about this, will a player play the game because the game is seasonal? Probably not, because seasonal, this game mode, is not something that is attractive to most of players. But if you think about it, on the other hand, will a player not play the game because the game is seasonal? The answer is yes. There are quite a lot of players, when they heard Dragonheir is a seasonal gacha game, they just don't even give this game a try. So I do believe it's a controversial choice that the developers decide to make this game seasonal. It is, but I would say it's a good try because at least I have never seen a gacha game that is seasonal. I am waiting to see what it will be like when the new season came, right? I am optimistic about a new season, right? At least I hope this game can improve in the future. And I would say like this seasonal thing, like at least the reset rule can definitely be better. I would say the reset rule can definitely be better. And yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to the new season because I can pretty much finish everything this season. And when the new season came, I can get this thing here. It looks very attractive to me, like this new ticket. You can get legendary heroes here, right? Yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys don't quit the game just because it's seasonal, right? At least let's see what the new season looks like. If it's garbage, then we can quit the game, right? Not like now, right? So yeah, that's all I'm gonna talk about in this video. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in a video soon. Bye.